Good day, people. Everybody, how y'all doing today? It's a special day. It's a good old Sunday. We just got out of church. Had a good old service on today. I got my baby, Asia. Asia, say hey. Say hey. This is my baby, Asia. She's about to be 1 year old. She's just hanging with daddy on today. How you? Got mother too. Say hey, Arena. Hey. She ain't waving today. And I got my oldest with me too. Naraya, say hey, baby. Alright, I got Naraya too. We just hanging out together as a family and we're enjoying this beautiful day. I just want to get on here today and just want to answer a couple questions that some people may have. And I got 4 questions on today that some people may have. These questions that I'm about to reveal to you, some of y'all might have them too. So I want to give y'all some insight on these questions and I want to answer them in the best way as I can. And these are some questions that people have and you may have them too. So just join in with me at this moment and let's go over these questions and let's try to answer them at the best way we can. That all right, Aisha? I think Aisha said that's all right. That's my baby. Y'all like her bees in her head? She's so pretty. But yeah, listen. The first question I got that an individual had for me was, if I start my vision in the beginning of the year and then quit the 3rd month, is the middle of the year too late to start back? Or should I wait until the beginning of the year? Let me ask that question again. The question was, if I start my vision in the beginning of the year and then quit the 3rd month, is the middle of the year too late to start back up? Or should I just wait till the beginning of the year? And I want to answer that question the best way I know how. Well, first of all, I want to tell you, if you have that question on today, first of all, do not never, and I mean ever, limit your vision to a certain day or a certain hour, a certain time. Don't even give yourself a starting date. The best time to start is right now. Nike got a saying that says, just do it, all right? I stand 100% behind that saying. Just do it. Don't never limit yourself to what day you should do something, especially if it's going to benefit you in your life and your family. It's going to change your life around for the good, such as a vision. Don't limit yourself to a certain day. Don't even tell yourself that I want to do it in the new year. A lot of us like to limit our visions and what we want to do in life based on New Year's. We want to wait till New Year's come till we get started. But I want to tell y'all, don't limit yourself to a specific holiday, a specific day, a specific time. The best time to start is right now. You need to get out there and you need to get going. You need to get busy, because a working vision is a healthy vision. A working vision is a vision that's going to be met by the effort you put into it. Not by you guessing what day you should do it, but by you making the decision. And right now could be the best time of your life that you could just make that decision and go ahead and make that vision get going. You only got a few life left in you. You only got a few motivations left in you. You only got a few drives left into you. I'm not saying that that's what you got, but I'm saying some people feeling like that right now. And you need to encourage yourself and say, I ain't got time to be waiting. Tomorrow is not promised. So I don't want you to limit yourself on a New Year's, a holiday. I want you to get going now. I want you to get up and I want you to get excited. I want you to get motivated. I want you to get moving. And I want you to get going, because if you work that vision now, ain't no telling where you could be in a couple months from now. But if you wait, you got all these distractions such as procrastination. I've been dealing with procrastination for a long time in my life. And procrastination, you sitting there and wondering, would you or should you or how should you? The best advice for that is just do it. So if you have that question on today, don't wait till next month. Don't wait till next year. Don't wait till a specific holiday. Don't wait till a specific time. Do it right now. Just do it. All right? And you'll find yourself making progress, and you'll find yourself accomplishing things, and you'll find yourself getting somewhere rather than just sitting around waiting on nothing, basically. So we got to get up and we got to get moving on our vision. We can't be sitting there waiting. You never know what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow is not promised for a lot of us. We don't even know the time or the hour when our last day is, when our last moment is. We got to take every chance we got, and we have to make the best of it. So get up and start moving on your vision, and stop procrastinating, and stop limiting it to a holiday, and stop limiting it to a day. The best answer is right now. All right. That's my answer for that question right there. I got a second question. My second question is someone brought in for, they said, so many goals on my vision board. I find myself being overwhelmed at times. Just don't know where to start. Any advice? Okay, if that's you on today, the question was that they have so many goals on their vision board, they just don't know where to start. They wanted me to know. They wanted to know if I had any advice for that. Well, my advice is it's good to have multiple visions on your board. Like me, I have a board. I don't know if y'all saw my other video. I got a lot of visions, a lot of things I want to do on my board too. My dream board is full of things I want to do. But the best advice I can give you is to take your time, one at a time. All right, I'm gonna say for that, I need you to take your time, because if you overwhelm yourself with so many things to do, what happens is you end up not completing none at all. You end up not even completing any of it. I had multi-visions and I had things that I want to do, but what I learned is I got to take my time. I can't allow myself to be overwhelmed with so many ideas, and it's exciting at times that you got a lot of ideas and you got a lot of things you want to do, but in order to handle a multi-vision, which is multiple things you want to do in life, you got to tackle them one at a time. Because this is what's going to happen. If you try to do too many things at one time, you're going to get overwhelmed with these things. And then you're going to find yourself, instead of getting something done, you'll find yourself getting nothing done. So I don't want us to start overwhelming ourselves with a whole bunch of things and not accomplishing nothing. Aiming at a lot, accomplishing nothing. So I want everybody to take their time, and I want them to tackle each thing one by one. And don't overwhelm yourself. I want to give you advice for that, though. The best thing I can tell you about that, though, if you got multiple visions and you got multiple things you want to do, what I would encourage you to do, I would encourage you to write all your visions down on paper. And when you write them down on paper, you need to label them from the least to the greatest, or label them from the greatest to the least. And you got to label them like this. Which one brings in the most finances? And the second question is, which one is easier to start? Okay. Which one brings in the most finances? Which one is easier to start? And the reason why you got to take these questions into consideration when you're trying to do multiple visions is this is the reason why. Because let's take for instance, if we look at which one makes the most finance, which one brings in the most money, okay? The reason why I say do it like that, because if you start with the one that makes the most finance and it's easier, then what you do is you're setting yourself up to, first of all, to tackle one thing and to get the best out of that one thing. Watch this, so that you can have the finances you need for the rest of the things. So you got to learn how to just look at your visions, look at your dream board. Which one is the hardest? Which one brings the most finances? Which one brings finances the quickest? Which one does not take a lot of money? Which one only take a little money? You got to take all these questions into consideration, and then it'll give you an idea on which one you should start first. And it'll give you an idea on which one you should start second, third, and fourth, and so forth and so forth. So we got to learn how to label our visions and number them where we are looking at this thing. What's the hardest? What's the least hardest? What brings the most capital? And you allow that one that brings the most capital, let that fund your other visions that you have. That's the way you have to do it, because if you overwhelm yourself and you look at everything you got to do, then you ain't going to start moving on everything you got to do, because everything going to look so overwhelming because it's too much to do. So I want everybody that has multiple visions out there, take your time and label it on paper which vision is harder and which one is easier, which one brings the most capital and which one don't. All right? And then you take the better beneficial one, which is the one that's going to benefit you financially, and you take those same finances and you help fund the remaining visions that you have. All right? That's how you should do it. That's my advice. And some people might think different, but that's my advice right there. All right? Now, I got a third question that came in. Hold on, let me get to it. And it was, how do I get my children to realize that having a vision for your life is very important? Okay, that's a good question. This individual wanted to know, how do I get my children to realize that having a vision is very important? And I got one simple answer for that. Lead by example. All right? Lead by example. Now, the reason why I say lead by example, because I could tell somebody what works, or I could tell somebody what doesn't work, and I could tell somebody what's good, and I could tell somebody what's not. But the best example that you can teach people and let people know that how things are, and if it is, what it is, and if it's beneficial or not beneficial, you have to lead by example. Okay? Your children, they are going to see you live out your life, and they're going to mimic after you. They're going to pick up after you. They're going to also learn from you. So the best teacher you can give children nowadays is you have to just lead by example. Some people are better hands-on. Some people are better watching you succeed. And that after they see you succeed, that gives them the encouragement to believe that they will also succeed. So if you want somebody to believe in something, or you want somebody to look at something as very beneficial for their life, a lot of times you have to show them that it's beneficial for their life. You got to learn how to lead by example. So if you want your children to look at having a vision is the most one of the most important things to do in your life, then you got to learn how to, first of all, show forth that you have a vision. You got to let them know that you got a vision, and you got to also let them see you accomplish your vision. And when some children do that, when they see you set the example, when they see you lead by example, and they see you chase out the vision as well as complete a vision, and that'll give them the motivation that if my parents can do it, then I can do it too. So the question was, how can I get my children, all right, to see that having a vision is very important? Where you be, all right, the person who chase after a vision, where they can see, and make sure you accomplish, and let them know, and let them know about all your little accomplishments and everything you accomplish. I don't care what it is. Anything you accomplish to get a step ahead, let them know that you accomplished that, and let them see that if you chase out the vision and you really believe on what you believe, and you chase it, knowing that you're going to achieve everything you're going to achieve, and you make progress, all right, and you make a success here and a little success there, then they'll see not only that a vision is important for your life, but they'll also see it. Why? Because you are leading by an example. So I want everybody to lead by example. You got children today, the best way you can teach your children anything, not just having a vision, but with anything, you got to lead by example. I told myself I want to teach my children how to cook. All right? I want to teach them how to cook because I want my daughters to be cooks when they get older. Not cookers for a profession, but cooks for their family. I want them to learn how to take care of themselves in life. I want them to learn how to save money. And teaching your children how to cook is one of the greatest things that you can do. And we're living in a world where you got to teach our children how to budget. And so I told myself that I'm going to get a portable gas fire skillet, and I'm going to get a couple of pans and pots for them, and I'm going to teach them how to cook. And we're going to start with eggs. All right, we're going to teach them how to boil the egg. We're going to teach them how to saute, fry. All right, we're going to teach them how to do over easy, over medium, well done. We're going to teach them how to cook all the eggs. I mean, even down to rice. You know, you got to teach them the simpler thing first. And I cooks all the time. And they see me cooks. And they are fascinated by my cooking. They love my cooking, by the way. And they just think that's just the greatest thing. And my oldest daughter asked me one day, she said, "Daddy, you going to teach me how to cook?" And I said, "I sure am." And so that's why I said, you know, let me get some things and some equipment going, and let me teach them how to cook. Because I want them to be able to take care of themselves and be able to save some money. So I'm going to be giving them some little lessons here and there and teaching them how to cook. But I led by example. All right? I cooked all the time. My children watch me save money. My children watch me avoid eating out. All right? They watch me avoiding spending X amount of dollars on things that I could really just do myself. And by me setting that example, they got the understanding. And they also got the motivation to want to do the same thing that they see their daddy do. So if you're out there and you want your children to understand something as far as like visions and how important they are, lead by example. All right? You be the person who drives after a vision in a way where you're unstoppable and you are motivated in a way where you are set to get everything done. You are motivated to get everything done no matter what it takes. And your children see that stuff. And then they'll be coming up in life and they'll start chasing after vision. So be the example for your children. Be the example. Lead by example. That's my answer for that question right now. I hope that helps somebody out with that question. I think I got one more question. The question that got coming in is, somebody asked, am I too old to start a vision? Am I too old to start a vision? I think my answer to that one is, I got a question. I'm gonna ask a question with a question, all right? And my question for that question is, would you rather live life chasing after all your dreams and accomplishing your dreams, where if you were to die, you will have a lot of things that you'll be proud of that signify and shows how much were you after your vision and how much drive you had, how much motivation you had? Would you rather leave this world accomplishing a lot of things, or would you rather leave this world accomplishing nothing? That's the question. Would you rather leave this world accomplishing all that you want to accomplish, or would you rather leave this world accomplishing nothing? I'd rather die aiming at something than to die not aiming at nothing. I'd rather leave a legacy for my family rather than to leave with nothing to show for or nothing to help out with my family. The Bible says that a man that I'm trying to remember how it says it, but the Bible is talking about if a man can't take care of his family, he is lesser than an infidel. That's the scripture I wanted. A man that can't take care of his family is lesser than an infidel. What he's saying is, if you're not even able to provide for your people, then you haven't accomplished nothing. Providing for your providing for your children, providing for your loved ones, providing for your babies and all your seeds. Look, Asia, I mean, that's my baby right now. I mean, I couldn't see myself leaving this world and she left behind and she ain't got nothing because daddy didn't do nothing. She didn't have nothing to help her to get up in life and make it, even though her parent ain't here, even her daddy leave her. If she was to leave this world and she ain't got nothing to help her to carry on, then I would feel bad. So I don't know how many people out there would really want to not go after a vision, and they got things like children and things like infants and people who are looking up to them, and some of you have wives who you've been taking care of all your life, and they so used to you taking care of them, and then one day you get up and something happened to you, and then they so used to you taking care of them, and now they left out because you didn't set aside nothing. You didn't build generational wealth. You didn't chase out the vision. You just lived. And so, am I too old to start a vision? The question and the answer to that really is no. You're not too old. I'd rather leave here an old man knowing that I worked hard for something and accomplished a lot than to leave here knowing that I worked hard for nothing and accomplished nothing. I want to be able to leave my family where they are set. I want to be able to leave them. Well, if I was to leave today, they'll be taken care of. If I was to leave today, they'll be well off. They'll be fine. So that was my motivation to really even go after a vision, to make sure my family is taken care of if I were to leave this earth. So if anybody got that question, am I too old to go after a vision? No, sir. You're not too old to go after a vision. No, ma'am. You're not too old to go after a vision. I want you to go after your vision, even though if you feel like you got 2 more years left. I'd rather go and use my 2 years aiming at something than to go out, leave this world, die. All right? Aiming at nothing. So I don't care if you're 64 years old. I don't care if you're 94 years old. If you have a dream, I want you to go after it. If you have a vision, I want you to pursue after that vision. Don't let your age dictate if you should do something or if you shouldn't do nothing. I think you should go after it knowing that if you don't aim at anything, all right, you won't hit nothing. So I want everybody that got a vision on today, go after your vision. Keep on being motivated. Keep on keeping the faith. And keep on striving. Keep on soaring. I want you guys to keep those dreams alive. And I want you to do it knowing that there is something on the other side that is greater, where you're going to be in a better position than you ever was in your life, because you aimed at something and you went forward with faith and you believe. All right? And I want you to go after it knowing that you will achieve it. If you have a big enough faith to know that all things are possible with God. All right? Take God with you. Keep God as your head. Keep God as your Savior. All right? Keep the Lord in your life. And always invite Him into everything you need to do. If you got something or questions, or you got a predicament that you may run into while going after your journey, that's why we got to always invite God. Invite Christ into it. Help Him to give you the strength. Help Him to give you the wisdom. Help Him, let Him help you get the drive that you need. All right? To go after that vision and accomplish everything you need to accomplish. I love y'all, man, and that's my today's videos. And if you got any questions on today, leave a comment down in below. And if you got a question about a vision, and I'll make another video like this, and I'll try to answer it the best I can. But I love you guys, and keep on going after them visions. All right, well, you say bye, Aisha. Say bye. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye, Aisha. She don't want that attention. Bye, Naraya. Arena. Say bye, Arena. Oh, she's saying bye now, y'all. All right, y'all.